guys, welcome to Sourcing Classes. This is Hima Hegde, bringing before you a series discussing current and contemporary affairs in anthropology. Here is a video lecture for the same. Before straightaway diving into the schemes under the tribal welfare, let us first try and understand the responsibilities that the government is willing to undertake in favor of the nomads and semi-nomads. Nomads and the semi-nomads are social groups who undertake a fairly frequent, usually seasonal, physical movement as part of their livelihood strategy and move from one place to another. The Ministry or the Department of Social Justice and Empowerment Vide Gazette notification has constituted Development and Welfare Board for Denotified, Nomadic and Semi-Nomadic Communities, that is DWB-DNCs, for their development and welfare for a period of 3 years, extendable up to 5 years, with the following responsibilities. Let us now look into the responsibilities. Firstly, it is to formulate and implement the welfare programs, that is as required for denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic communities. So as per the requirements of these communities, the welfare schemes will be formulated. Next, to identify the locations or areas where these communities are densely populated. Next, to assess and identify the gaps in accessing the existing programs and entitlements, to collaborate with the ministries or the implementing agencies to ensure that ongoing programs meet the special requirements of denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic communities. Lastly, to evaluate the progress of the schemes of the Government of India and the states or the union territories with reference to the tribes that have been mentioned, that is the denotified tribes. So the second one we have here is the Poshan Ma. Poshan Ma has been in the news of late. So here are some of the articles. Poshan Ma, PM's overarching scheme for holistic nourishment. Sahi Poshan, Desh Roshan. Itanagar, month-long Rashtriya Poshan Ma celebration concludes. So the month-long the Poshan Ma scheme, what was there, that has come to the conclusion. The celebration has come to an end. So here the following clippings speak of the same thing. Rashtriya Poshan Ma, that is the National Nutrition Month, concludes. Rashtriya Poshan Ma celebration concludes. The month-long Poshan Ma 2021 activities culminate, that is, they have come to an end. Tribal Affairs Ministry and AIMS organized workshop for NGOs for Mission Sahi Poshan Desh Roshan as part of Poshan Ma. The workshop was attended by more than 70 NGOs working in areas of tribal health.
सभा लगी है ध्यान से सुनना, आंखें कान खोल के सुनना, कुपोषण से ना जूझे मुन्ना। सभा लगी है ध्यान से सुनना, सभा लगी है, सभा लगी है, सभा लगी है।
अरे चुप! गर्भवती महिला को रोज रात खाने के बाद एक आयरन वाली IFA की गोली कम से कम 100 दिन तक खिलाओ ताकि उसे खून की कमी ना हो। पर वे गोली खाने से कभी कभी
अरे कभी कभी, अरे कभी कभी, अरे कभी कभी,
अरे चुप यार, कभी कभी जी मिचलाएगा।
खूब पानी पियो ठीक हो जाएगा।
कब्ज हो या काला मल,
धीरे धीरे होगा हल।
भूल जाओ अगर गोली खाना
तो पतिया सासू माँ से कहना, याद दिलाना।
अगर गोली की सप्लाई खत्म हो जाए तो खुद आंगनवाड़ी, ANM दीदी या केमिस्ट से लाना।
तो आ जाओ, अरे सभा लगी है ध्यान से सुनना, आंखें कान खोल के सुनना, कुपोषण से ना जूझे मुन्ना। सभा लगी है ध्यान से सुनना, सभा लगी है, सभा लगी है, सभा लगी है।
The next one is PM Daksh. Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Dr. Virendra Kumar, launched PM Daksh portal and PM Daksh mobile app developed by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment in collaboration with NEGD to make the skill development schemes accessible to the target groups. Through PM Daksh portal, all information related to skill development are available at one place for scheduled castes, backward classes and Safai Karmacharis. Skill development training has been imparted to more than 2 lakh persons. During the year 2021-22, a target has been set to provide skill development training to approximately 50,000 persons of the target groups.
ये कहानी है हम औरतों की गरीबी और गुर्बत से आगे बढ़ने.
ആ വാർത്ത से हमारा जीवन ना रणनी.
ഇത് ഞങ്ങളുടെ കഥയാണ്, സത്യമായ കഥയാണ്.
ये कहानी है नई उम्मीदों की, सतत विकास की, सूने चेहरों पर खिलती मुस्कानों की. सामाजिक न्याय एवं अधिकारिता मंत्रालय के अधीनस्थ राष्ट्रीय पिछड़ा वर्ग वित्त एवं विकास निगम, राष्ट्रीय सफाई कर्मचारी वित्त एवं विकास निगम तथा राष्ट्रीय अनुसूचित जाति वित्त एवं विकास निगम द्वारा वित्त एवं कौशल विकास की कई योजनाओं के कारण विकास की किरणों का उजाला हर ओर फैल रहा है. जिंदगी बदल रही है. ये कहानी इन्हीं की जुबानी.
यहाँ पर अच्छी अच्छी मशीनें मुझे यूज़ करने के लिए मिली. यहाँ पर हमें आके पता चला कि मशीनों के माध्यम से हम जो 4 घंटे में टेबल बनती थी उसे हमने 1 घंटे में तैयार करा.
നല്ലൊരു സമൂഹത്തിൽ നല്ലൊരു പേരും പ്രശസ്തിയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവാനായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഈ യൂണിറ്റ് കൊണ്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
MBCFDC की तरफ से मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ जिन्होंने हमें मदद किया इस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के लिए और ये इस लोन के लिए भी. हम यहाँ हजरत बल में बनाते हैं ये बैग और यहाँ माता वैष्णो देवी इसमें प्रसाद बांटते हैं वहाँ इस बैग में. हमें अच्छा बहुत लगता है.
आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. हमारे पास कोई बच्चे आए कहने के लिए कि तुम आगे बढ़ो, आगे काम करो, तो हमने उनकी बात समझने की कोशिश की और हमारे दिमाग में भी आई तो हमने आगे बढ़ना चाहा.
वो आए थे हमसे बोलने के सिलाई सीखो आप, तो हमने सिलाई सीखी और ये ट्रेनिंग हमको फ्री में दी गई है और आज हमारा काम आ रही है सिलाई.
जिस काम गंदगी काम हम नहीं करना चाहते थे उस काम से हम छुटकारा मिल गया मुझे.
ये जो कोर्स है हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के द्वारा चलाई गई स्किल इंडिया ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के तहत एक कोर्स है और उसमें एक NSQD जो हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के द्वारा जो कोर्स चलाया जा रहा है मशीन ऑपरेटर प्लास्टिक ऑपरेशन का बहुत बढ़िया कोर्स है. इसके तहत हमें एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है जिसके द्वारा हमने परिवार का आर्थिक खर्चा अपने कंधों पर उठाने के लायक सक्षम हो चुके हैं.
टोटो जब सीख रहे थे हम लोग तो 3 महीना का हम लोग सीखे. उसके लिए हम लोग को महीना भी मिला. 3000 कर महीना मिल रहा था. उसी से हम लोग तक घर चला रहे थे.
पहले तो मैं कहीं नहीं जाती थी, बस मेरा स्कूल से घर और घर से स्कूल होता था. लेकिन अब इस ट्रेनिंग के दौरान मैं जा रही हूँ, बाहर जा रही हूँ, सड़क पे अकेले गाड़ी चला रही हूँ.
पढ़ाई के साथ साथ हुनर सीखना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. चाहे लड़की हो चाहे लड़का, आत्मनिर्भर बनना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है.
Hi everyone, myself I am Kunmaya from Nagar Karnool district. Have been training in cardiac care technician from Apollo Med Skills, Jubilee cardiac care technician. I am very glad to inform you that every month I am getting 12,000 salary. Thank you for.
मैं NSFDC से पहले 25 दिन का ट्रेनिंग लिया था बाटिक टायंदे की. फिर बाद में 75 दिन का ट्रेनिंग लिया हूँ और बाद में मैं 20,000 रुपया का लोन लिया था NSFDC से. उसके बाद मैं खुद की बिजनेस कर रही हूँ.
सूरत से NSFDC द्वारा प्रायोजित स्विंग मशीन ऑपरेटर 3 मास का कोर्स 2016 और 2017 में किया था. ट्रेनिंग फिनिश होने के बाद मैंने घर पे अपना खुद का मशीन लिया और सीजन के दौरान में 10 से 15,000 कमाने लगी.
साफ नीयत सही विकास देश का बढ़ता जाता विश्वास.
Let us now have a look at some of the features of this portal, that is the PM Daksh portal. Firstly, it makes available all kinds of information related to the skill development at one place for the scheduled castes, backward classes and Safai Karmacharis. As you can see in the About section, all kinds of skill programs have been mentioned. be it the short-term training programs or the entrepreneurship, the long-term courses or the upskilling. Here we have the same kind of information as mentioned before for the scheduled castes, backward castes and the Safai Karmacharis. Next, we have the facility of registration, the facility to register for the training institute and program of their interest, facility to upload the desired documents related to personal information. There is also the facility to register the attendance of the trainees through face and eye scanning during the training period. Lastly, there is monitoring, the monitoring facility through photo and video clips during the training or the other times as well. Next online, we have the SEED scheme. The department has approved a special scheme, namely the Scheme for Economic Empowerment of the DNT communities for the welfare of this community, having the following components. So this is SEED, SEED, Scheme for Economic Empowerment of DNT communities. So here are the components. First one, to provide coaching of good quality for the DNT candidates to enable them to appear in competitive examinations, to provide them with health insurance, to facilitate livelihood initiative at the community level, and lastly, to provide financial assistance for the construction of houses for the members of these communities. The next topic for the day has to do with our ancestors, Neanderthals. We are specifically interested in how did the last Neanderthals live. So here are some of the news clippings that have been flashing of late. They're talking about their hideouts. The first one says, secret cave chamber may be one of the last Neanderthal hideouts. It was sealed off for 40,000 years. Cave chamber closed for 40,000 years could hold the key to the lives of Neanderthals. Neanderthals may have visited cave room found in the Gibraltar. In many ways, the last surviving Neanderthals are a mystery, but the 4 caves in Gibraltar have given an unprecedented insight into what their lives must have been. For the most part, Neanderthals were a resilient group. They existed for about 2 lakh years longer than we modern human beings, that is, Homo sapiens, have been alive. Fossil evidence shows that towards the end, the final few were clinging to survival places such as the Gibraltar Cave. Findings from this British territory, located at the southern tip of Iberian Peninsula, are helping us to understand more about what these last living Neanderthals were really like. And new insights reveal that they were much more like us than we once believed. Their occupation in Gibraltar was first established in 1848 with the discovery of the first fully adult Neanderthal skull. Since then, bones of 7 other Neanderthal individuals have been found, as well as numerous artifacts they used in their daily lives such as tools, animal remains, and shells. We can date each discovery based on where it is found. There are many meters of sediment layers, and each layer in the cave would depict different points in geological time. Fossil remains discovered in these layers suggest that Gibraltar's Neanderthals occupied the cave on and off for more than 1 lakh years. While the front part of the cave is relatively open, bathed in natural sunlight with a direct view of the ocean, the back is darker and splits off into several chambers. The caves remain cool in the summer and slightly warm in the colder months, a perfect place to rest tired eyes and stay safe from dangerous predators. Further discoveries of decorative shells and the use of red ochre pigment at the Neanderthal sites also point to the possibility that they used objects for art. Again, if this is the case, it shows Neanderthals had some symbolic abilities once thought to be uniquely human. In 2018, in Spain, more cave paintings of animals and geometric shapes were attributed to Neanderthals. This time they dated even earlier, to around 64,000 years ago. In their last years on Earth, it would not have taken much competition from other humans, animals, or diseases to finish them off. But while their species is said to be extinct, they are not entirely gone. Large parts of their genome still live on in us today. The last Neanderthals may have died, but their stamp on humanity will be ensured for thousands of years to come. Moving on, the next topic for the day is genome sequencing. We often come across this, especially in the recent times. Genome sequencing is something that has been popping up in the news articles. So here are some of the cutouts or the snapshots of the same. Shea tree genome sequenced. Scientists sequence genome of kakapo parrot. Scientists sequence genome of Atlantic puffin. It's a kind of bird. And it goes without saying that the human genome sequence has various or a myriad benefits. Firstly, let us understand some basics. Genome sequencing is figuring out the order of DNA nucleotides or bases in a genome. That is the order of A's. A stands for adenine or adenine. The order of A's, C's that is cytosine, G that is guanine, and T that is thymine that make up an organism's DNA. The human genome is made up of over 3 billion of these genetic letters. A DNA sequence that has been translated from life's chemical alphabet into our alphabet of written letters might look like this, as shown in the screen. That is, in this particular piece of DNA, an adenine, that is A, is followed by a guanine, that is G, which is followed by thymine, that is T, which is in turn followed by a cytosine, that is C, and another cytosine, C, and so on. We need to understand the significance. Why is genome sequencing so important? Firstly, sequencing the genome is an important step, and the genome sequence will represent a valuable shortcut. A valuable shortcut will be represented helping the scientists find genes much more easily and quickly. A genome sequence does contain some clues about where genes are, even though scientists are just learning to interpret these clues. Scientists also hope that being able to study the entire genome sequence will help them understand how the whole genome works, how genes work together to direct the growth, development, and maintenance of an entire organism. Finally, genes account for less than 25% of the DNA in the genome, and so knowing the entire genome sequence will help scientists study the part of the genome outside the genes. The whole genome can't be sequenced all at once because the available methods of DNA sequencing can only handle short stretches of DNA at a time. So instead, scientists must break the genome into smaller pieces, sequence and reassemble them in a proper order to arrive at the sequence of the whole genome.